Rebecca, your full name?
Rebecca Smith.
And
Dina Hafley.
spell your last name, Dina.
Hafley.
Tell me what y'all got going here tonight.
Tonight we have our gala for Love Heals Youth, and it's our very first gala, and we sold out, and we're very excited to have everybody here and to learn more about Love Heals Youth and raise awareness about our kids that are so often forgotten.
Tell me about the organization.
So we provide free mental health services to the foster youth in group homes and congregate care facilities, and we work with the staff as well. We provide training for the staff, and if there's any issues going on, we do groups as well. And we're very excited to do that. And we also have other missions where we're bringing welcome home bags. And the welcome home bags have a duffel bag so that they're not having to pack up in trash bags, and full-size products so they don't have to use travel-size products anymore. And we have several other missions, one including that's coming up, including With Love, For Love, so we can bring the teenagers some Valentine's cards and chocolates that they can pass out to their friends, something that they don't usually get to do.
How many kids do you touch every year? I mean, what kind of numbers do you have?
This past year, we did over 1,500 hours of free mental health services for our kids in foster care and in this community.
What about, how is it going? Is it working out pretty well right now as far as donations coming in? I mean, this year is evidently one heck of an event tonight.
Yes, sir. We're having, we've had a lot of donations
time.
come in.
Montgomery County has really come together for us, and we couldn't be happier with the turnout.
We're very humbled and very grateful and just in awe at the turnout for
Now,
today.
is this just from Montgomery County, or do you have counties around here too?
This is just for Montgomery County, but one day I'm hoping that we can take it across the state.
Absolutely.
What started the organization? What started y'all with this?
When I started my private practice almost 20 years ago, I started with kids in foster care, and I very quickly learned that there was a bigger need, more than what I could do myself. And so I started a group practice, and then in 2019 I recognized a need across the state with the crisis that we've been going through. So I filed for nonprofit and was granted the nonprofit status in 2020. So while we're a new nonprofit, the services and the work that we do is far from new, and we're just very excited to be able to continue to grow and continue to serve and do more for these kids, do more and do better.
What kind of costs incurred in something like that? I mean, there's got to be quite a bit of expense in something like that.
Absolutely.
So I've been supporting it on my own since 2008, and this past year we were so fortunate. Commissioners Walker and Commissioners Riley both have been so generous in helping us grow from a financial standpoint and support us. And then we've also got grants from other organizations in the community. But it's about $4,000 to $6,000 a month to run the services that we run. And right now, 100%, we have no paid staff. So right now, 100% of what's donated goes straight to the kids and making sure that they have therapeutic services. And then, of course, all the other projects that we do, for example, the Welcome Home Bag.
What age groups on the kids?
They're 12 and up.
12 and up. And how many, quite a few, you said 1,500 cases last year?
Not 1,500 cases, 1,500 hours were donated to the foster kids that are in congregate care facilities.
How many kids do you really have contact with all these? I mean, quite a few.
Well,
is there any way to put a number to it or not?
Well, so we really base it more on the amount of hours that we spend, but we do have, I would say, probably about 30 to 40 kids that we've worked with, and then of course we have the staff and the groups and other things like that. So that's where it makes it kind of complicated and a little convoluted, because we're doing so many hours, but sometimes we have a lot of hours with some of the kids because they're really high risk and high need, and so we may spend anywhere from 1 to 15 hours with a kid in a week between the groups and the individual services and working with the staff and things like that. So
now you said you started out in private practice. What type of practice do you have?
So I have, my private practice is Counseling Center in Montgomery County, and I started with kids that are in foster care, grew into the family law cases, and then also grew into the DWI drug court cases. And so I'm one of the providers that's contracted with the county for DWI and drug court. So we've got a pretty large practice and a lot of amazing counselors working with these kids, and we maintain a smaller caseload. So that way they're able to do more for the kids and spend more time with them and give them some really quality services, which is pretty unique. And so that's why we're so grateful to be able to do what we do.